Hi guys, so I am getting ready to do the Pick a Stitch winner, which is called the Crown Puff Lattice. It had more votes than the acrobatic one, which was this one. So we are going to try this. I'm going to do it in a light color because I did something over white paper trying to let the black darker colors pop a little bit more, and someone said there was a bad shadow. So I think this still has a shadow. I don't know. In time I can always try to upgrade how I'm doing it if I can figure that out. But let's just start with a slip stitch here. Now I'm getting these stitches out of one of my favorite books. It's called Crochet Stitch Dictionary. I have two books that have different encyclopedia of crochet. Is also another one I use to find some different stitches. So let's go ahead and make a chain. Now this is a multiple of 6 stitches plus 1 plus 2. So I'm going to do exactly what I did here. It's going to have a foundation chain of 21, which is going to be that combination. So let's just make our chain here. And I'm going to pause and finish it up, and you guys can go any length you want to go, and as long as it's in that combination, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I have my 21. This yarn, I think this is just a Dollar Tree yarn that I do like buying for making these samples. So we go 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a half double crochet here, which is, you start out like a double crochet, but we're going to go through all 3 loops. And we're going to go start our pattern. And the next one, we're going to make a single crochet. Oh, excuse me. And then the next 3, 1, 2, 3, we are going to do a single crochet 3 together. So we're going to go in and start like we're going to make a single crochet, but we're going to stop it short, go back in the next one, same thing, and then the third one we should have 4 loops on our hook. So we're going to yarn over and draw through all 4 of those loops, and that's going to be our single crochet 3 together, and then we're going to continue with another single crochet. Oops, that was not a single crochet. Get off there. There we go. A single crochet, jumping ahead. And now we're going to do 3 in 1 stitch. So this is sometimes where I make the mistake. So here's our stitch. We're going to do a half double. Remember, that's going through all the loops. Then we're going to do a double crochet. So, whoops, one too many. And there's the second one. And then we're going to put another half double. All right, so the next one, we're just going to start repeating that pattern. We're doing a single. Then it's going to be our chain 3 together, single crochets. So let's get that started. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. And then we're going to do another single crochet. And then we're going to start those 3 stitches into 1 space. So half double, a double crochet, and then another half double. And with all these, if you feel more comfortable in getting a little bit more solid foundation, you could always do a whole row of single crochet before you start the pattern. I know there's some that like that, and there are some stitches that I think that looks best in, but we are just starting this right out the gate. So we're going to do this again. We're going to do the 3 single crochets together. And now we should have a single crochet and with the ending stitch here, we are going to put a half double. Come on, there we go. And a double crochet. So that's how we're ending this row. Okay, so hold on, I'm going to see if I can get a better view. Okay, we're adjusting. I'm trying to make this better for you guys. So, not get that shadow, but when I do it, see, I see more shadow. I don't know if that's distracting or not. I'm trying to see. Okay, let's try it this way for this row and see what happens. Okay, so we've done our 3. Chain 3. And now we're going to find those single crochets, 3 single crochets together. So that's right here. And right here we're going to do a treble crochet. So let me go back again. So we are going to go wrap 1, 2, and then bring it through, then go through 2, go through 2, and 2. We're trying to chain 3, and we're going to put another one right in that same space. Wrap around twice. I am using a 6mm hook. It just helps me with the tutorials to make it just a little bit looser. So that's what we're going to have. And then now we're going to jump into our little 3-in-1 space here. We're going to go to the top of that double crochet, and this is where we are going to do a half double crochet 5 together. So we are going to go in here, but we are going to do through 2, through 2, through 2. We're going to do this 5 times, and I think that was 3. Whoops, went to 1 too many. So 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute, was that right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're going to go through all of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait a minute. I think I might be one short here. Let me see. Or did I? Nope, there it is. Okay, go through all of them. I just want to make sure I'm showing you right. And now we're going to go back to our single crochet 3 together, and this is where we're going to do our treble crochets and make that V. Chain 3 and wrap back in there. Remember to wrap twice, because I tend to just jump to a double crochet and I have to catch myself and make sure I'm doing it right. And this is all we're going to do. We're going to go over back to the top of our double crochet in that 3 space stitches in 1 space, and then we're going to make 5 of the half doubles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, and then chain them all together. And then we're just going to do 1 more of that V stitch here. So we're going to find our 3 single crochets, wrap twice, chain 3, do our next treble, and then in the very last one, kind of make some, see, I traveled again. I hope this stayed in. We're going to go in the top of that chain here, go. And we're going to do a double crochet. I always hate these stitches. Do you have a stitch you just do, but you kind of hate to have to do? I always hate to try to go into a chain stitch. I can always have a hard time making it fit right. What did I? Okay. And then one more time, and there's our double. And now we're going to just chain one. We're going to turn, and in this first stitch, that's just going to count as our first stitch. Okay, guys. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a single crochet like that. And what this is going to be, this one confused me a little bit, just to be honest, because this is what's supposed to be technically our 3 single crochets together, and it's like 2, but that's just how it's going to end up looking. And then our next one, during this space here, our chain 3s, we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to start our half double, double crochet, half double. Now these are like the ones that were counted in one space, but we're not actually putting them in that space. We're going all the way, you know, drawing our yarn under and around. So we're going to do a single crochet. So that's what it looks like here. So now when we get to the top of our cluster, we're going to do a single crochet here, which is the top of the treble, and then we're going to start that 3 single crochets together, and then on there. So let me see if we can see this better. So our 3 single crochets together, we're going to top of the treble, go through the top of our cluster here, our puff, and then on the top in the stitch above on the treble again. So that's going to be those 3 single crochets together. And then in chain 3, we're just going to do the same thing like we did before. We're going to do our half double, double crochet, half double, and then a single. Okay, so now we are back to where our cluster is in the top of those trebles. So we'll go to the top of this treble, yarn over, get to the top of the puff, yarn over, then the next treble, and then we chain them together, and that's our 3 single crochets together. And then we just start that space pattern again. There we go. Okay, so now we're toward the end. And what we're going to do is this. Straighten out that a little bit. We're going to do those single crochets together. So we're going to go through that top one, and my nemesis, the top of this chain. Oh, come on. The struggle's real sometimes. On this one, we're going to end up with 3 loops, and then we're going to do, there we go. And that's what those 2 rows look like. Kind of fiddle with it to get it to where you need it. And then we're going to start the next row, and we're going to chain, this time we're going to chain 5, because this is going to be our treble. 3, 4, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to turn This is considered our treble plus a part of the chain. Okay, so we're going to do treble right back into this space right here. Because remember, our trebles go in the same stitch. So there you have that. Okay, so now we repeat this. We're going to find the top of our double crochet, and we're going to do those half doubles for the puff. We're going to remember it's 5, 2, 3, 5, chain together. Now we're just going to repeat what we did in this row. So I'm going to let you work that until we get to the end, and then we'll show how you end this row, and then we'll be ready to start row 5, which is what you're going to repeat from row 1. Okay, I'm going to jump back on here before I do this, just so it's not confusing. So this was our puff. So we want to find that chain 3 single crochets together. So remember, there's only one single crochet in between them, so that's where that is. So we are going to be doing that V treble here. It'd be really easy to move it over one. So I always have to kind of make sure I'm counting my spaces. So I could have added, so I don't add it over here. Just showing what I have to do to make sure I find the right one. Just remember, there is a single crochet on each side of that single crochet together. So once we do our puff on the top of this one, there's a single crochet, there's our chain togethers, and then there's our other single crochet. So just to, if that helps to, if you're unsure about what placement you're putting that in. All right, now I'm going to let you finish the row and we'll be right back. Okay, so the end of this row is going to be, okay, where am I? There I am. We're going to do the 2 trebles. So we find the top of that first stitch, or the end stitch there. Do 1 treble. This is when we're going to chain 1 and do another treble. So this is a 4-row repeat. Get that out of the way. All right, I'm going to do that again because I'm not sure if that was in view. So we're at the very last stitch, we're going to do a treble. And if this was clear, I'm so sorry for repeating it. If it wasn't, I'm glad to make sure you could see this. It's just a treble, and we're just going to chain 1, and we're going to do another treble. Of course, put it in the same spot. This is a 4-row repeat. So once we get to this row, we're going to be doing, of course, just what it says. We're going to repeat. We're going to start out with a chain 3, and it's just going to start again like our very first row, and that's pretty much it. Once you start building it up, put your little puffs. I guess sometimes I tend to flatten them out. I don't know why I do that, but I do, and just kind of puff them out to make them look pretty. And there that is. There we go. So that's the 4 rows that you need to, would need to know. That is not the right, see, these are all flattened. These been in a book. That's my bad. I put them in a book to store, so it keeps my place to where the instructions are. So I laid all these out. Kind of took the fluff out of those, didn't I? All right, so there's just kind of play with it till you get them back to where the shape they need to be. And there we go. As I said, I store them and it flatten it out. But there's, with the more rows, I think this is I think I did 7 rows here. see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 rows. So that's what that looks like. And there it is. I hope that was enjoyable. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. We need to get back on our schedule really good. I've had some power outage this week, and so everything's kind of been off in my scheduling. So I appreciate it. I will work on the next selection of Pick-a-Stitch. Again, as always, if you have a suggestion, leave a comment and tell me what stitch you would like to see, and we can see what we can do about making that one. All right, again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great evening. Bye for now.